Hi Capricorn, welcome to your end of April 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Ooh, we have some drama in this reading. Okay, well, we will see. In this case, I'm going to leave it there. Sometimes when I have a reverse card for the final card, I will pick an additional card, but I actually think that this is a positive type of ending of sorts. So I'm going to bring these two cards out. In the past position, we have the Lover's card, and this can be a card of some kind of intimacy, some type of, I said intimacy. I mean, it's a little bit self-explanatory when you see the nudity, but obviously it means something deeper than that. This is a card associated with Gemini, if that's a specific person, but it's this idea of getting really close to someone, obviously in addition to possible falling in love. Sometimes this can be a card of a choice. And then I'm going to hold this upright, but I did pick this as the central theme, upside down. The Seven of Wands, this issue of defensiveness and because I'm doing this reversed, it's going to be that your defenses are down. In the upright position, you are proactive about this and you are doing something about it. And in the reversed position, you are feeling a bit maybe vulnerable in some way, maybe feeling like, you get blindsided by something. So when I look at the higher message, I see the Five of Swords. This is a card of someone who is, in some cases it can be like an empty victory. That's one of the phrases that is from one of my books. But it also can be the sense of deception, the sense of maybe somebody who is two-faced, who's saying things to other people and then to you they're saying something else. So if I look at this in a certain way, if you have gotten involved with somebody that has turned out to be untrustworthy, then that can be an issue for some reason. And these kinds of things are really problematic because sometimes you get involved with someone and it seems like everything is going so great, and then you realize once you open up your heart that this person isn't what you thought they were. So if you've been in that kind of situation where somebody misrepresented themselves, or perhaps this has to do with I'm not accusing anyone, but if you have been involved with somebody who had somebody else and you were the victor, you were able to get that person from another person, you may find out that the prize isn't worth what you thought it was. What crosses you is the Temperance card. There is something that seems a bit imbalanced here. And if you see the angel with one foot in the water and one foot in land, this is to symbolize the balance between the spiritual and the material. You being an earth sign, this is more of a familiarity with the material side of life. But Capricorn is the last earth sign, so there is that wisdom that you have garnered by being the last earth sign, and you tend to be more of the wise person. But the thing is that in this particular case, it might have something to do with, I feel like it's almost something has made you be off kilter. And initially, because I'm always connecting it to astrology, and I know that Pluto is in its final throes in Capricorn. So it's in one of the later degrees, I think 28 degrees or so. So when it gets to those final degrees, it's like it starts to really ramp up all of that energy that it represents, and it can make the person a lot more, the Capricorn sun sign, maybe the pressure really builds because it's kind of like forcing you to change, to transform your life if you've kind of still been resistant. And I almost feel like if you have been through a divorce or an important breakup in a significant relationship, that you might have gone a little crazy in a sense. And perhaps you've gotten involved with somebody that you really didn't vet very well. And that caused a lot of issues. But then with the Temperance card, it's causing an imbalance in your life. What is coming in is the Six of Wands. This is a card of some kind of victory. In this particular reading, when I see the Seven of Wands in reverse, I think this is about claiming your self-worth again. Because this is really a card of when other people are in a position of are praising you. That's what this card really represents. Like if this is a professional situation, and I mean, maybe this reading is about more than one thing. It's possible. Or you can interpret those other cards in your professional life. That's a possibility. But I feel like this is about really basking in the good opinions of other people. You know how sometimes people push away compliments because either they don't feel worthy of it or they just feel embarrassed. I guess that might be not feeling worthy, but it also can be trying to be humble and not trying to act like you're so great. But sometimes we really need to hear the good things that other people are saying. In this case, I think this is about honoring yourself and really realizing how good you are. If you have been feeling with the Seven of Wands in reverse that somehow someone, did something underhanded that, caused you to feel like you're on the defensive, but your defenses were down because maybe they acted like they were on your side, but they really weren't. That kind of thing can lead people to feel a bit disappointed in human nature, first and foremost, let alone anything else. But when you honor yourself, you don't need other people's approval to feel good about yourself. And then the outcome, I'm going to read it as the reverse card, is the Five of Cups. This, in the upright position, it's about mourning the loss of someone or something. In the reverse position, it's like the mourning period is over with. So yeah, that's another thing too. Like I guess whenever I think of mourning the loss, I think of a death. So again, if you're a widow or a widower and you just kind of went a little bit crazy after losing someone and you got involved with the wrong person, yes, that could be it. But even a divorce or the breakup of a significant relationship can have the same effect. Another thing too is getting fired. This is something that would have already happened though, so I don't want to freak people out. This isn't something in the future, it's something that's happening right now. With that Seven of Wands in reverse, that it kind of took you by surprise. Something that happened and you were like left, it's like being left in the lurch, thinking like, how did I miss this? I didn't expect this. And it's easy, it's very tempting in those situations to feel like you were just blindsided. But sometimes when you really reflect back on it, you can see the warning signs later on. So that can be really good. Okay, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care.